Now, here's the second thing. There was a comment on Facebook, Cantice, and she said, it seems that the issue is when we are very young. I'm thinking of school, breakfast, lunch that I ate from elementary on. And wow, what a lack of self-love is cultivated very early, right? On the break, we were talking about this, and I wanted to make sure I shared it with all of you all because that was on Facebook. Let me tell you, I say this all the time. You are at war. I've said that many times. You are at war. You are at war for your mind. You are at war for your body. And you are at war for your soul. If you don't believe that, then her comment was perfect because even as a child, my wife and I, we're looking at daycares. One of the things they do, they have the menus. Some daycares are falling off the list because I love my son too much to let him eat that lunch that y'all gonna feed him. I love him too much. So if that means that we got to figure out, we got to pay more for a daycare that allows us to, influence the diet, then I'm willing to do that, right? Because the level of knowledge that I have now, right? And the purpose that I have on the planet, we'll make a personal sacrifice as a family to ensure his long-term health. Now, why are we doing that? Well, when we asked about the diet in these daycares, Cantice, get this. They said, well, that's the recommended diet according to the American Health Association or something like that, right? We're not giving them anything that they say they cannot have. And so then we have to stop and say, all right, do they really care about us, right? And this is not just a black conversation. This is a holistic conversation because there are white people dying from these diseases. There are Hispanic people dying from these diseases. There are Asian people dying. Not as many Asians, though. Not as many because of their diets, right? Because of their food, but not as many. And then, of course, there are black people who are dying from these diseases. And kidney disease was on the list. And you don't believe black people are dying from that? You just drive around your community and count how many DaVita dialysis organizations you can find. They're popping up like churches in the black community, right? Why? One is because of our knowledge, right? Two is because we've been indoctrinated this way from birth. And three is because when we do get the knowledge, we're so hooked on what they've given us. Hey, it's not easy. It took me about 3 months to break away from meat. I mean, fully. Like to break away from eating the chicken. And I said, I'm not going to eat it. And then I find myself in a drive-thru ordering some chicken nuggets saying this is the last time, right? But we talked about that in goals where you have breakdowns. And so you had a breakdown and then you address the breakdown and you recommit and take action from that new commitment, right? That's how I broke the addiction that I had to meat. It was addiction. It really was, because I couldn't stop. I couldn't just up and stop. I had to put structures in place to stop. And many of us don't want to say we're addicted. We say, I like it. But that's why people shoot heroin, because they like the feeling. That's why people smoke crack, because they like the feeling. And they'll tell you, some of them will tell you straight out, I do drugs because I like it. And they're addicted, right? And a lot of us eat what we eat because we're addicted to it.